Alright, so here we are at Caesarea Maritima, and the welcome sign there, welcome to the Caesarea National Park. Our tour group is getting ready to go in. We've got Caesarea's National Park and the Roman Theater. This is the entrance to get into what we're about to see. Here's the tour group, they're filing their way in. So we've started out here, and this is the back of the Roman Theater. And I think we got some people stopping to use the bathroom, but this is we'll go around to the front here in just a second, but I'll get you a panoramic view of the back of the Roman Theater. This is the beginning of the park. Most of the rest of it is on to the north, which is to the right of me. We'll get up past the theater and then get toward the citadel and the port area where Herod the Great built a port that housed the entire Roman naval fleet. I'm going to zoom in on a few of these, of the statues here that are up around the border there.
Wall, that was the first wall. That was the wall from King Herod the Great. He built a Roman theater with capacity of about close to 5,000 seats, 4,500 to 5,000 seats. And we use it built so well that preserved in so good condition that I'm going to show that we are using that. This is the Roman theater over there. We are using that for concerts. Ask Pavarotti where is his favorite place to have concert. I tell you here, wonderful acoustic. He comes here twice, 3 times a year, Pavarotti. Not only him, Madonna, Tina Turner, Julio Iglesias, Elton John, all the top singer of the world that came here with a concert. Top singer of Israel during the summertime. Every Saturday night we have a concert here. It's a really experience of life to hear a concert here with the acoustic and the view of the Mediterranean, with the sunset on the Mediterranean here sitting. That's the Roman theater. But he built also a temple here. That was the temple for Augustus. That was the temple was built. He built another, that was the big port. And there was another port that you can see here, small port, that were for the yacht, for the dignitaries, and a special private boat that you can see here, that was the entry. And here they come to here, to this port, to come up to the temple here, Augustus Temple in Caesarea. Sorry, hello? Okay, bye. Goodbye. It's about the boat ride. They're calling me. What time we need it tomorrow? There was a port here, there was a port here, and there was a port on that area. He built a temple. He built a palace by the water. To have a fancy palace with he had a swimming pool, private swimming pool in the palace. We just recently discovered that. Where you see the people walking over there with the columns.
Here's a quick snapshot of the numbering legend. And again, this is the model here at the entrance to the theater. We've got the outline wall. The outer wall is the Byzantine city wall. And then on in, the Roman city wall. So this is a view from the back side of the model. Paul would have been imprisoned here. He left here on his way to Rome, so he would have been stationed here. As well as Cornelius was here also, had the vision. Here's the entrance to Herod's Theater. We're going to go inside and Dad's going to read us some of the scriptures. And I'll walk you over closer. You can see the little pedestal here that they have describing Herod's Theater. And so we're going to head on in here, get you a better picture of there's Dad. He's showing the way. Let's go over and get a word. You got a word for us, Dad? here we are inside. It's steep.
With a picture because the best point, take a picture of the people. See these people over there standing.
You got our group right down below me.
So I'm going to walk.
I'm going to kind of give you the sweep of what it looks like.
Take the picture of the whole Peter, and then we go across the wall. But if you want to take a picture,
Okay, can you all hear me? I'm reading from Acts chapter 10. Acts chapter 10. There was a certain man in Caesarea, right here, called Cornelius, a centurion of the band, called the Italian band, a devout man, one that feared God with all his house, gave much alms to the people and prayed to God always. He saw in a vision, evidently about the 9th hour of the day, an angel of God coming in to him and saying to him, Cornelius. When he looked on him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? And he said unto him, Your prayers and your alms are come up for a memorial before God. Now send men to Joppa, call for one Simon, whose surname is Peter. Lodgeth with one Simon, a tanner. His house is by the seaside. He shall tell you what you ought to do. When the angel which spake unto Cornelius was departed, he called 2 of his household servants and a devout soldier of them, that waited on him continually. And when he had declared all these things unto them, he sent them to Joppa. It took him a good day, long day, to go on down. On the morrow, as they went on their journey and drew nigh unto the city, Peter, okay, we'll skip this area about Peter here. And you know what happened. Peter comes on up. And let's drop on down to verse 21. The angel, God had to convince Peter to go. Why did he have to convince Peter to go? Anybody know? Why didn't Peter want to go? He was a goy. He was a Gentile. And he was not
I reside, my gracious Redeemer, my Savior art thou. If ever I love thee, my Jesus is now.
beautiful. You sound great. Follow our guy.
Okay, to
There's
make it
Herod's
easy, please
palace area right there with the private swimming pool. We're going to head on over that way. I'll give you a good view of what the theater looks like from down at the stage area.
And this will not be.
Okay, go ahead.
Philip stopped here at the end of his preaching tour, Acts 8:40. Paul was taken here by the brethren before continuing to Tarsus, Acts 9:30. Cornelius, the Roman centurion, had a vision, sent for Peter, received the good news of salvation. Acts 10. Peter comes. Herod returns here in Acts 12:19. Paul comes and greets the church, Acts 18:21 and 23. Paul appears before Festus, King Agrippa, and his sister Bernice in Acts 25.
So that kind of gives you some of the scripture references that are associated here. I'm giving you the sweep here of the Roman theater. Paul left from Caesarea Maritima often on his missionary journeys. He would have been in and out of here. He would have been right at this theater. So it's pretty exciting to think that Paul was right here. This is the kind of thing he was seeing. So now I've turned around and this is Herod's palace. He had his own private little setup here, private swimming pool. What we've got out here in front of the old palace wall are the various archaeological things that they've dug up. Columns and cornices and a variety of things like that, and then even some sarcophagi. We've got some marble that's brought in from Italy and some other materials from Aswan in Egypt. And the entrance to the palace is right over there. We're going to be heading in that way right now.
Warm up behind the guide, please. Warm up behind the guide.
Came through the gate, and here's a sweeping look at what we've got in front of us. We've got the whole major section here with the port off in the distance. And then right here, it's all this area is Herod's palace area. You got the columns down there. He would have had his swimming pool and so on. And down over to the rocks and then out into the sea.
And that's the only stone in Israel that we found a stone with the name of Pontius Pilate.
So here it is.
The Roman governor that he went from here to Jerusalem to condemn Jesus to death during the Passover holiday. And here you can see the name. Look here, Pilatus. Pilatus, it's the Latin name of Pilate. You see P, I, you see L, A, T, U, look like V, but it's U and S. This is Pilate or Pilatus. And the last name, only the last we can see Pontius, only the US. It's a replica. We cut the stone here. We cut the stone here to take the original stone to the Israel Museum in Jerusalem. And this is that's the replica here, what you see. But that was very important discovery. The stone of Pontius Pilate.
So down in here and looking out the water. Beautiful. Beautiful day. Got the power station there in the background. Dear to my heart. And you got the various rocks. Water is beautiful, crystal clear. And I'm going to give you a sweep here across the Mediterranean. And then on into some of the remains of what would have been the palace jutting out into the water.
Standing over there, where you see the red basket, this was the location of the guard tower. So it's by erosion. No, the only thing that they were removed is only the column of here.
Here's the little plaque here that gives you a view, a reconstruction of what this might have looked like. I'm going to pan over and show you ground floor. This is kind of the view, building plan, so to say, of what we're looking at. Again, another sweep of the area here. It's just beautiful day, beautiful sunshine. Wish Charity was here. Get it on tape that I miss her.
Oh, I'm Charity.
Brian followed her too. Just water is so clear. I didn't realize that we were going to stop. That's the aqueduct. I'm going to give you a fading view of it, but 300 feet drop, and you had to do that over 16 miles. So that's some kind of engineering feat.
And his private home was the white building